All right, guys, welcome back for another review. I just want to say hit the like and subscribe button real quick. Make sure after this video, check out some of my playlists, my Master of the Universe reviews, or just my toy picture setups. Are fun videos to watch, but check those out once you're done watching this video. But as for that, let's go on to this figure. We've had all these different factions. Like, one of the favorite parts about Origins is the fact that we have all these different factions. And not just we have the Masters, and then we have Skeletor and the Horde. I mean, we also have we have an army of Snake Men. We're gonna have an even bigger group of Snake Men pretty soon. We have the Sun Man figures, which is kind of their own faction, and we have now we're starting to get into I want to say like the LOP. There's the Lords of Power, Evil Warriors. It just seems like they're making enough characters to have your own, like, Lords of Power good guys. Like, we have now we have King Randor. Now, granted, this is 200 times King Randor, but like, if I do flashback scenes, Roboto in the orange suit would be a good one for that era of the before Prince Adam's around, when we have this King Randor, and maybe just use the flesh colored Stratos, the orange Roboto, swap the head on Man-at-Arms without the mustache. And basically you'll have, and then actually we have Man-E-Faces coming too. There's the original comic version of Man-E-Faces. He's going to be part of my flashback team of the Masters. Like, it's going to be the older version. But yeah, it's just been great. Now we have King Randor. I never thought about kind of splitting them up like that until this King Randor came around, where he looks much younger. Just trying to think of a team, like I said, Man-at-Arms, without the mustache, the orange, Mr. Roboto, maybe flesh-colored Strauss, and just have that team to fight Keldor's Lords of Power. But yeah, this one was very exciting to get. As you notice, the card is actually destroyed on this. This thing is from Amazon. It's unpunched. But I ordered this from Amazon. If you guys ever want to know who's going to get, their figures first, which Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, or Entertainment Earth, just don't pick the one that I've picked, because mine usually come in last from whatever site I ordered it from. It took forever to get this. The card on this one is destroyed. I can't remember. I thought I ordered it with somebody else who had a destroyed card, but I don't see it now. It might have been some of the Snake. Actually, it was the Snake Man. Those cards were all messed up out of I think, at least a couple out of the 4. But yeah, it's great to finally have them. It's great to I'm finally taking the time to open them. It's definitely a great design for King Randor. But let's take them out and actually get a good look at them. All right, so I completely forgot about this till the end of the video. Just wanted to feature the card art again. Not much going on in this. It's just Skeletor he actually has the sword that Keldor had. This is 200 times Skeletor. I suppose fighting King Randor. There is no such thing as bad card art for this so far, but this is probably one of the least exciting ones. There's nobody really in the background, but it is pretty awesome seeing Keldor take on Skeletor, and then throwing that sword in there. This is that Skeletor from 200 times. Otherwise, guys, let's go on to the figure real quick. All right, so there he is in all his glory. What a nice looking figure. A lot of detail to him. The cape is obviously a soft plastic. He's just a nice looking figure. I'm glad I got that staff. I actually did order a 3D printed sword. I never got the staff. And lo and behold, that's what came with this. So actually, I'm going to go look for that real quick. God, I thought I had the sword around here somewhere, but apparently not. But yeah, he's a nice looking figure. Looking at that leg brace on the left-hand side. Just a really cool design, very original. Obviously had some kind of accident, maybe in battle, I would suppose. But yeah, it's a cool looking figure. I do want to put him back to back with the classic, the vintage Origins King Randor, just to see how the two of them look together. Yeah, so we got the vintage one here. What do they call them? Burger King the Burger King vintage King Randor, and then this other one. Honestly, I don't even think. I thought maybe this one right here looked more distinguished. I guess he does look more distinguished. I wouldn't say he looks much older, but he does look a little bit older. Maybe it's the shaggy hair on this one. If you do notice, I did change out the sword. That's I got it off Etsy. I can't remember what the seller's name was anymore. I actually did a review video on a bunch of his stuff. But yeah, just cool to finally get a second version. I know a lot of people, really, they're not big into variants. This is a great variant. It's not even a repaint. There's like nothing on this guy that's repainted. I don't even think that left arm, or the left arm is repainted. Let's wait for him to come back on. Maybe the right arm is a normal repainted arm. But the left arm has that different, style cuff or whatever, gauntlet, whatever on him. Yeah, just a cool looking figure. So great to have him. Another option for those of you who think the vintage King Randor looks a little too much like the Burger King King. Anyways, guys, let's set up a few pictures and just get the old school King Randor in action. All right, so this shot, where was it? That's the angle I'm using. We got Keldor and the King Randor teaming up against some Beastmen. They're being attacked. I mentioned this earlier with all the factions and whatnot that I had a Beastman faction. These guys needed some heavy parts and parts and some paint. I got to do something about those wrists. Unfortunately, they're only figures with orange arms, and the original Beastman's impossible to get a hold of because I would really like to customize these guys. And I just haven't taken the time yet. But it's coming. Sooner or later, they will be painted and all dressed up in new stuff. But anyways, back to the picture. Yeah, I wanted to do a team up with those two because at one point in time, they were brothers and were fighting on the same side of the battle. So, pretty cool pick. Let's go on to another one. All right, our next shot is, the famous scene from 200 Times. The Master of the Universe 200 Times, when we finally got a Origins on Skeletor, origin of him, and just basically throwing acid in King Randor's face and then him deflecting it and getting it right back in the face. And I've actually done a transformation of Hordak transforming Keldor into Skeletor, but now we're kind of going back to when Keldor gets his face melted off for being dumb enough to throw some acid at the king. Not a smart idea. There's some instant karma for you. But just basically taking this light with a green tint to it and pointing it directly at his face. And of course, using that color wheel, green looks better mixed with red. So we got some red lights here to just kind of mix up the tones of the picture. And it turned out really good. Yeah, so very happy with this one too. Let's go on to one more shot. All right, so our final shot is Keldor being confronted by King Randor with some Eternian guards in the background. Keldor's either breaking him out or communicating with the enemy, and Keldor, or Prince Randor, is there to confront him about it. And of course, we're using the extreme sets. I think I only paid $70 for this, and it was well worth it. It's just a cardboard setup. And we got LOP Triclops back there with the light shined on him to just kind of give it some life back there. And I did throw some red lights in here, but it's not lighting them up too much. But yeah, just kind of having King Randor confronting Keldor, who's either communing with him or breaking him out. One of those two. Can't figure out which one. You decide. But yeah, turned out pretty good, guys. Cool figure, great mold. It's great that they did so much new with him. Very happy with him. God, it would be nice to get a Marlena or a Dora someday. Fingers crossed. It would be nice to have the whole family. But yeah, it's still great to have another 200 Times figure. So anyways, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of the video for my Instagram and Facebook pages for all my Masters of the Universe pictures. Give that a follow too. And otherwise, guys, we'll see you at the next video. Bye now.